Hey everyone. So it's Weird Gaps in My Shelf Day, which most of them you can't see, so that's why I thought it would be okay. But today is going to be series that I want to start or continue. Most of them are starting. This is just something I've been planning for a while. Quite a while I did a short about this where I talked about once I'm done Wheel of Time, this is what I want to focus on. And because that was so long ago, I didn't know quite what I wanted to continue with. And also, I didn't know that many series. So some of those series are still on my list, but I've added some, and yeah, it's just been great. I mean, I am really excited for my plans for next year. You'll see that in a couple months. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with some series that I want to continue. All of these I do own. I've been trying to buy less books. It hasn't gone quite as planned because there are books that I do need to buy, but I've been trying to buy less. So that's the plan anyway. The first one is a series that I do want to continue. The problem is the third one's not out yet, and I sometimes really struggle with that kind of thing. I really don't like doing series that aren't finished yet. But the first one it's called The Burning. This one is quite special to me. It is African inspired fantasy. I don't know if y'all know that I was born in Africa. So me and my mom read this first one together, I think 2 years ago now. And it was a blast. We had predictions, we had favorite quotes. It was so much fun, and I really wish that I had a YouTube channel at the time, but I didn't at the time. I just had book Instagram. And so this one was a blast. It's pretty dark and pretty intense, so that's kind of why I've been putting it off. But also, again, he hasn't put out the third one yet, so when he puts out the third one is probably when I'll go. And I did buy the second one. Is beautiful. Both of them are beautiful. This one is very special to me because the shield is from where I'm from in Africa. So this one is incredibly special to me because this kind of shield is Zulu, and that's where I'm from. So this one's really, really cool too, though. So both of these are really special to me, and I'm very excited to continue. But again, not quite yet. We'll see. All right, next is another series I've been waiting on. This one is complete, which is nice. It's just that it's grim dark. And if you don't know me, I have a lot of anxiety and been working on it, and I am doing better. So I've been kind of waiting for a better season of my life where I'm not quite as anxious. And I think it's coming up. I do feel better. So that is the First Law series. I almost just said The Blade itself. This is the First Law series. I also can't find the third that matches this because I try to do used bookstores. So I'm trying to find the third that matches this exactly, which is very difficult. So I think I'm gonna have to go to a store and actually bring these and see if they match, because I really want this matching set because they're beautiful. It's like a matte and it's rough, so it doesn't even just look old, it kind of feels old. I really like it a lot. And then this one is Before They Are Hanged. Okay, so these ones, I've heard the character work in this is fantastic. And I've heard it's very grim, and I've heard that all the characters are morally gray, or just black. So I'm really excited to read these. This is my grimdark that I've always wanted to read. No offense to anyone, I didn't ever really think I would like Game of Thrones, but this I think I'll like. So I'm really excited for these. All right, next is My Parents' Vote. And My Parents' Vote is gonna win. This is probably the series I'm going to try to get to the hardest next year, when I am when I'm through with Stormlight or about to be through with Stormlight. This is the Greenbone Saga. So this is my parents' vote, and they did buy me these books, which is very sweet of them. They loved these series, both of them, which is interesting because sometimes they have very different tastes. But this series they both liked. And I've heard it's very political. I've heard it's Asian inspired, which I've also lived in Asia, so I'm very excited about that. So I really enjoy that kind of thing. And I've heard that it has like a very subtle magic system. Like you can't really tell there's magic, but there is. So that's really exciting. And the books are gorgeous. Like, look at these colors. And I'm really sad I don't have the third because the third is blue. And I love blue. But, like, they're just beautiful. Like, they're plain, but they're beautiful. Like, they're not intricate, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm really excited for these. And these should be next year. All right. The next ones I didn't pull off my shelf because I have more of them. And I have started this series is right here, the Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson, I was a little hesitant about. I was told at first that I would just like it because I like Harry Potter. But I do think Harry Potter is a little bit more adult than Percy Jackson. I'm sorry if you disagree. I'm not saying that's bad. It's not bad to be less adults, but the writing style is quite a bit more modern and quite a bit more, I don't know how to say it, like teenager-esque. More, not even young adult, like middle grade. That's what the term is, middle grade. So when I think I've read 2. The problem is, see, this is the problem. I should know how many I've read. I think I've read 2, and when I was reading them, the tone did bother me a little. It's a little bit less formal than I'm used to. And a little less, like, there are intense things that are happening, but the tone is very, like, flippant and more comical, and that's not really my style. But I do want to read them. Mostly just to say that I read them, but there are some cool things. Like, I grew up loving Greek mythology, so that is like a thing that motivates me to read them. So I've read 2 of them. I'll probably get back to them next year. We'll see. I also might get back to them this year because I'm ahead of schedule, so I might pop in a book because I've almost finished my TBR and it's only September. So I think I should be able to fit it in. So that's exciting. But yeah, that's Percy Jackson. I just have a couple more. The next one is something that I first was interested in, but now my mom's reading them and she's kind of fired me to read them now, is The Red Rising. Also gorgeous covers. So this is the first one. I've heard that it's not that great, which is fine with me. I don't care if the first book's not that great. I've heard it's like a Hunger Games knockoff, which is fine. I don't really care. That's fine with me. But then starting with book 2, it gets more exciting and more intense. And it gets more sci-fi-y. So I'm really excited about that. That's fine with me. I've heard that color comes into it, which I love that kind of thing. I'm reading Warbreaker right now, which is all about color. So that kind of thing I'm really excited about. So this is exciting for me because it's been a bit since I've read real sci-fi. And I kind of miss it. I miss sci-fi. I was so into sci-fi when I was younger because I was a huge Ender Game series fan, so I miss it a lot. So yeah, I'm excited to get back into this. I'm also going to read Dune, which I am not including on this list because I'm going to read it as a standalone. So Dune here is also sci-fi, so I'm kind of excited about that too. But anyway, Red Rising is another series that I will get into. I'm not sure when. Again, none of these I'm really sure about when. The next one is another one that I might fit in this year because I'm ahead of schedule. And that is the Emily series. This is by one of my favorite authors, which is L.M. Montgomery. She wrote the Anne series, which I just posted about ranking my Anne series. But I'm really excited to read this one. So this is the Emily series. I think it's a trilogy, and I'm really excited to see the difference between her and Anne. I've heard it's really, really good, and I'm excited to see how it goes. So this one here might be this year. Might be. We'll see. And then finally, the next one is another one where I didn't want to pull them all off the shelf because I do own quite a bit of it. So I just pulled one of them, and I chose this one because it's cool and scary, and Dresden Files. So Dresden Files, I believe, is still in progress, like The Burning is. And again, that's kind of a turnoff for me. But I do have a lot of books to get there before it's finished. So that's fine. I have taken a very long break with Dresden Files. I think I'm on book 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on book 5. I read book 5, but it's been a minute, so I don't really remember which one's which, and I don't really remember everything that happened. So I think this will have to be starting over and then continuing and going further. I also only read these in audiobook. So I need to decide if I'm going to continue just audiobook or if I'm going to go to hard copy. The audiobook is so well read and so well acted that it's kind of hard to not do the audiobook. But the audiobook is also very emotional, and this is kind of a darker series, so I have to decide which one's better for me personally. So this is another one, just like First Law, where I'm kind of waiting for the right season to do this one, but I will continue. All right, so that is all the series that I'm planning to finish or start pretty soon. I'm hoping to get all those at least started within a year or two. And yeah, I'm excited to talk about these. They will all be on my channel when I read them. A couple of them are definitely this year or the next. So the Emily series, Jade City series, and the Percy Jackson series will definitely be on the channel soon. So those are really excited. Please tell me down below which one you're the most excited for me to read, which one's your favorite of these 7 that I've just told you about. All right, I hope to see you soon. Bye.